All right. I was yelling so loud, Celine's microphone's picking me up. That's kind of bad. Dude, stop it. I'll kick you out. So, while I'm waiting for Celine, my eyes are all shiny from the pollen attack. Pollen attack. Dun, dun. Pollen attack, pollen. We are pollen attacking. Trying to mess with this little camera. Let's see. What is better? Let's see. Oh, look at, oh, I wore my Minecraft shirt. Oh, I bet Celine just dropped again because she's so special. Well, let's put it over here. Oh, there I am. All right. Anyway, so while I'm waiting for Celine, you know what? I like to put these videos of things I've never done. I've never played Save the World ever. Oh, isn't paid or that is. If that's not for you, it'll be free in 2018. Well, it's 2018 right now, but I'm not paying for it, so there. Boom. Anyways, man, when I built my computer, which let's do this. I need to get like a wireless camera, but this one's a USB camera. Anyways, let's see. This is my computer. It's massively big. It's like 40 pounds. And this is a horrible, horrible video. Here's my kids. Oh, they look like ceiling fans. Oh, wait, that's not my kids. There's Celine. There's Nathan. He's not even looking. Anyways, great kids. All right. So when I built my computer, what was I going to say? I don't even remember what I was going to say about my computer. Concept. The idea of building my computer was to have a gaming computer. And not just a gaming computer, but a computer that I really liked, that would last a while. And, man, trying to figure out this camera thing. It's like high tech. Oh, yeah, somebody asked me about my headsets. Let's see. It is the A40. There it goes. A40. And what's really cool about this headset is I could take it apart. It's weird looking in the video and then trying to do it. It's like not looking in the mirror, and that's what throws me off. But you can pull these covers off, and then you can put the microphone on either side. And it is a wired mic, obviously, because here's the cord. I can turn the volume off like so. You couldn't hear me when I turned it off. It's got a little module that allows me to adjust my voice versus volume, which is pretty nice. The A50, which is like, I guess, top of the line for that model company, I don't know, is wireless. And I really wanted to go with a wireless. I really want to go with a wireless headset at first because, man, cords, honestly, they're annoying. All right, you know. My mouse is wireless. Hey, wireless mouse, yay. It's all weighted and stuff. It's a nice mouse, but let's see. I mean, I've had it for a little while. It's already kind of a little wore out. I'll have to replace it probably by the end of the year. But the reason I didn't go wireless was simply I didn't want to recharge batteries all the time, which from some people that I talked to, it is a pain. The A40 is a comfortable headset. I actually did buy this in Yucca Valley, believe it or not, at GameStop. The price was the same price I could have got it at everywhere I'd already checked. So, really, without shipping and stuff, it was just, there was no reason for me to order it and get it. So, sometimes you can buy the things in town. GameStop doesn't sell everything at a great price, but I think the because it's already expensive, it was already at a good rate, and at a rate that you can't compete with. So yeah, I figured I'd share that for a minute. I'm waiting for Celine to get her little thing together, but we're gonna be my computer. It's a MSI Carbon motherboard. It's got a LGA, I think it's called. It's uh, it's a 2066 chipset. It's a Microsoft, and I don't even know if that's right. Actually, it's an Intel chip, and it runs at somewhere in the 3 gig, but I've seen it run as high as 4. The motherboard's got a dial on it that lets me just turn it to boost it. 32 gigs of RAM. It's water cooled with one core radiator, or however they put it, basically one fan width. Even though I have 3 fans up there, I really could probably go to a 2-core. And one thing I do want to do is I do want to put a custom water cooling kit on there, but I'm a little hesitant at the same time. It's currently got a, I think, 750 watt power supply, but I could use actually the motherboard said 1,000 watts, so that's probably something I need to upgrade to. Because it requires a secondary 4-pin connector, which this doesn't have, which I was really surprised. And then I have a 1070 video card. The video card's phenomenal as far as I'm concerned. It's nice. But I did have a 550 Radeon before, and let me just say this: the Radeon 550, it's like $150 roughly. It's maybe a little more. And then actually, the Radeon 560 is about the same price. The couple times I've seen it, it is the same price. So if you don't have a lot of money, you can get to about 150. Buy a Radeon 560, and you'll be happy. You don't need the 1070. The 1070 is nice, and I'm not trying to say it's not worth the money. It was a lot of money. It was over $600, and I didn't pay the crazier prices by far. But I would just say, really, if you need a video card and you're not sure what to get, a 560 works. It will play most games at a decent rate, and obviously they make video games to require higher video cards, and so that's just something to think about. Building computers is fun. I've done AMD and Intel chipsets. I like the AMD chipsets. I really, I'm not an expert by any stretch of imagination, so for me to say, oh, this is what you need to do, that would be, it's not me. It's really, you need to have a budget, and based on your budget, you need to decide what you want to do. If you want to, I offer to my students, if you ever want to talk about building a computer and you need help, I will help you. It starts with your budget. Obviously, it starts with your parents, maybe, or if you have, what do you call that? Allowance, or you can do some stuff to get some money. Then do it. Save yourself some money. Things that are not important. Obviously, you saw my case. It's fancy. It's shiny. It's glass, and it's heavy and bulky. I don't take my computer anywhere. It sits on my wall. If I have to pull it down, it sucks. But with that being said, I built it to be pretty. It's just something I wanted done. I've built a good number of computers, and that's what I wanted. I wanted something that I could look at and say, oh, yeah, that's a nice computer. And to a point, a lot of people like that. But if you're just starting out, man, you can build a computer on anything, really. I mean, look at some of these mining setups. They're pathetic looking. And but there's a lot of things you can do. You can always upgrade SSDs later. So just run a regular hard drive. You can get a big hard drive. You can always run many different power supplies. Power supplies don't vary in price that much. It's not that significant of a deal. Like $100 buys you a lot of power supply. CD-ROMs aren't necessary anymore. That's just my perspective. I do have a CD-ROM portable, but I don't have one on the computer. Everything I can download. And you don't need all those lights, I promise you. Because if you just want to chase those lights, you'll chase yourself silly. Okay, so don't get into all that if you don't have to, because it's just a lot of unnecessary money. And sure, it looks pretty, but functionality, it's really not a part of functionality. I'm trying to build something that's a good wall piece. That's why the custom water cooling comes to mind. I'm not into overclocking. I personally rather build a great system and run it at its regular setup with the idea that it would last a long time. Now, that theory may be wrong. However, the higher the heat when you get, and that's what you get when you overclock, you get more heat. The higher the heat, the quicker things wear down. And so you just gotta look at it. What's it worth to you? I mean, I put a decent amount of money into my computer. I really don't want to keep dumping more and more money into it. I just want to be able to play without it not working. Now, as I say all this because the Windows Activate Windows thing is lit, and I have all the keys for all my computers. I purchased them; they're legal. But I'm just like, man, if you do a major change now, I changed CPUs, I've changed video cards, I've changed lots of stuff, and because I started with one kind of setup, and then I just upgraded from there. I got it going, and then I continued to upgrade until I was happy. And I have to call Windows and get that key activated. I gotta do it for my daughter's computer too. I've done a chip change, and that worked, but motherboard had just tripped out after that. So unfortunately, that's kind of what's going on. SSDs are worth the money, I think, if you're trying to get speed. Things that I need. Faster loading times are important to me. Better graphics are important to me. But it's not the end of the world, so don't let it be the end of your world. If you can get a 550, 560 Radeon or 1050, 1060 card, for like 960 GT back in the day, that's a long day ago. Like the 960 card was like the card, and I'm sure those cards are good still to a point. But you got to be reasonable too. So don't put yourself in the debt to build an awesome computer. Just be patient. And I say that, and I know it's hard to be patient. I am like the master of not being patient, but telling you to be patient. But my biggest question was, what am I missing? And so now that I've went from like the 550 to the 1070, I think ultimately I could have been okay. Anyways, I'm going to quit this video, start another video, and this video is about computers and whatever, wasting time. Alright, check us out later. Bye.